Howdy guys. So as you see right here, we got the 33 and we're back down at Dr. Draft. We didn't film the whole process of getting the turbo off hyper gear, and if you watched the last video, I'll cut to a little picture of the turb ski and what happened, but the rear wheel decided to see a later because we definitely pushed that turbs beyond its limit. I think we hit 34 PSI at one point, and I found out after it was rated to 24 PSI. So it's just a little bit higher than what it should have been. So we've gotten the next size up. This one's rated to 28, so pushing it to 30 shoe. Hopefully the wheel doesn't come up. Anyway, and we're just on the edge of hitting 400 kilowatt. So I have a good feeling today is the day we're going to crack that shot 400 kilowatt club. Yeah, boy. Anyway, let's get her off and get into it. I've got JB Rollers with me and we're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
We've got the power stockies, the power 15. That's what you want when you want to make 400 kilowatt. No wheel spin. Semis don't do it. So yeah, Tailem from Hypergear just asked, because obviously gave him the update of blowing everything up, and he made this turbo quick smart in a couple of day turnaround, so I can be all good to go for SA's event next weekend. So he just asked if I made more power. Obviously waiting for me to tell him if I blew something up. I'm just writing back to him now, saying the rear wheel died again because I just ran 40 PSI.
Mind you, he said not to run more than 25.
He was telling me as well, he's like, at this boost, you got to run blower power. No chance. Need that dose. That crisp dose. Don't care how much it bends the wheel. I need it. I need it. Laggy. What the hell? Bolt lag. Efficiency bad on it? Yeah, bad combo?
I think one day you guys might listen to me. I'll see you on Sunday with the other turbo.
Pretty much. We're still just under 400 on safe-ish boost. A mass heat soak, which is junk, not what you want for drift when you're sending it full noise everywhere. And that's similar boost to the old turbo, so a bit disappointing. Waste of time. They're still not cracked the. I mean, I expected to get like a bigger size turbo, sure, like at least a 30 kilowatt increase.
Should run cooler, not hotter.
Yeah, and cooler, because it should flow heaps nicer. So something's going on. Mr. Hypergear, have a talking to you.
See you next time.
Picked up the turbo this morning from Teo. I went down to his house this morning and grabbed that bad boy. We're going to switch back to the smaller turbo for this tune. When we were at Doc's last Friday, we lost about 100 kilowatts in the mid-range. Boost was hitting full boost at about, I think it was about 5.9. That's pretty useless for drift. You pretty much end up with your last little bit of power in the last bit of the rev range, and you end up just kicking the clutch and destroying boxes. So we've got Teo to rebuild our turbo that blew up the rear wheel. That one's giving us a mad mid-range. Corey's banging it on now, and we'll be back down at docks this afternoon. Push for the SA drift round this weekend. It's in full steam.
We're back. Corey's got it done. The old tube ski back on.
Just gotta check it.
He's checking everything. Anyway, so I'm a little bit more G'd up again. It was a very unfortunate time with the old tube ski, but I'm G'd up again. We're back down to Dr. Draft. Let's get this done. Let's get that 400 kilowatt mass response. Let's do it. Oh, we made it, the Dr. Draft. And yeah. Okay.
No.
Taco Bill. We're here, but bloody, we've got someone holding us up. Bloody old mate. Old
European trash.
European trash. Gary! There you go.
Still fixing leaks.
Oh, yeah.
Still fixing leaks.
Been here all day.
You got some new gear, mate.
Huh? It's Tom Sharpets.
That's sick.
What do you reckon of Mike's car? How does she sound? Send time. Mikey boys just finished, made his 300 kilowatt with the Dr. Draft special tune. He's stoked. Corey and I just had the Godfather special, the pizza, the tradition. Well, we're at Dr. Draft's, but she's getting on now. It's getting a bit late, and it turns out we've got to apparently send it to SA tomorrow now, due to border things. So we got a little bit of a how you going permit happening, and we're going to send it. Maybe just Corey and I. We'll see what happens. Anyway, he's just pulling it off now with the fresh Turbski. Looking sexy. We're all loaded up, ready to rock. Mikey boy all finished, about to head home. It's now 9 PM, so this is where the magic happens at this time of the night. Corey's stoked as hell.
Stoked.
She's running real good, running real nice. Nice and good like. Just gonna let her warm up and yeah, aim for that, smash that 400, smash that 400 kilowatts. Now, Hyper Gary reckons we don't push it past, well, last time he said can't go past 24 PSI. Now this morning we picked up the tubes and he said can't go over 20 PSI. So 30 PSI it is, boys. Now we don't want to explode no rear wheels. We do think it was last time because one of the clamps came loose and we were getting mad boost leaks and the turbo was working pre-cart, obviously overspinning and in turn weakening the rear wheel and the shaft and all that, and see you later. All ended up in the dump pipe. And anyway, so we got all the fresh things now, and this time we did a nice proper boost leak test and smoke test and all the good things. And we're pretty confident, but we're going to ramp it up slowly and try and crack that 400 as long as it's reliable and safe. What do you reckon, Dr. Draft?
400 straight off the bat.
Straight away, 400. Yeah. You just have. hill spin.
Oh, fuck off.
What do you reckon?
That's insane. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the tighten them straps. About 30 psi down to, and it dropped down to 23 or 24 maybe, I don't know. 376, not bad. Alright, so just finished a few runs, finally got a full power run and managed to make it do things that we wanted to do. But Dr. Draft's going to give the nice rundown on what's going on.
I'm melting.
It's
hot. Bloody hot in there. It says it's around 40, 42 degrees inside the car and around 32 to 33 inside the shop.
These are excuses right now, because he can't make power. We wanted that 400, and we're just not going to get there tonight. We did hit 370, but I did hit a fair bit of boost. That was like 30 something. And then obviously, yeah, a bit of heat soak and whatnot. And after a good few runs, everything's hot. But we finished on, I think, 26 psi. So a safe amount, and everything has dumped a whole bunch of fuel in there. We're doing the right things.
Yeah, it's about 350 on the wheels, so.
A cold night, get that 380 or something.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good, but it's more about the response. Like the other turbo was just dropping in the middle, and literally
gained about 100 kilowatts mid range.
Yeah, which is what you want for drift. I don't want to be on the clutch. Should be able to just put my foot down and maybe a little kick, and it should blaze. So that's pretty much what this setup will do. Even though it's a hot night, it just means it's going to be really safe and good on a cold day or a hot day.
Starting to cool down outside, so depending how long you want to hang around, we might see how it goes when it cools down a bit or wind up, whatever.
Got to send it. Maybe a late one, but tomorrow's all game on. Head up to SA. So it's pretty much been another couple of hours, and we got one job done, a very important job.
11:30.
We got the air temp sensor working after many times of trying to get this stupid air temp sensor to work in this car. It's been a while. Haven't got it working with this new motor and whatnot. And it ended up being that if you put the correct pin in the correct outlet on the ECU, and it was always pin 30 and pin 36, for some reason or other, couldn't get that right. And things work when they're in the right pins. So that was a pain in the ass, because I reckon I asked him about 5 times to make sure it's in the right pin. Turns out it wasn't. Yes, that's the sensor, Corey. Yes, that's the sensor. Oh yeah, that's loud. 35 degrees intake temp. Loves it. Cold as intake temp, thanks to the PWR. The carrying cooler. Even though the Manny's glowing red, that's just obviously because of the size of the rear housing and everything else, and sending it with Kang boost. But still, the motor intake temp that it's getting back is nice and cool. So that's what you want. 355, 360 consecutive. Not bad. Not bad at all. What's that?
23 pounds.
23 psi.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I know Hypergear ordered us to keep it at 20, but
So up to 30, get that 400. It's safe. It'll do the job. That the graph's pretty nice for that boost.
consistent too.
Nice. Tag her up, boys.
Yes.
that's it. It is now the next day, and we are actually heading to SA right now. So that means success. The 33 is ready to send. We gave it a quick little testy on the street there, and she pulls like no tomorrow. It's very similar to the 34 actually, as it is pretty much the same setup. I think just with the adjustable cam gears, the bit better motor, and the 411s, you can see it pulls further into the rev range. The 34 drops off, but yeah, pretty keen. But either way, make sure you tune into the next video for us sending it up in SA and hopefully coming home with that trophy. That is if we get across the border. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and click that little bell button after you subscribe and get the Kang notifications and get yourself some merch. KeepItReet.com. Anyway, as always, until next time.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Day we hustle, but the night we know that they ride or die. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.